I'm about to continue the stream that I did yesterday. I think I ended up falling asleep. Trying to manage, this content creation, the whole family man thing is not easy. You know what I mean? And I'm a real um, big gym, been in the, fitness advocate or whatever. Definitely out here supporting people on their journey. But, I got other content on my channel for that specific stuff. But I'm about to grab my reference and we about to get right to it. So just to explain what I'm working on, we are actually working on um, hold on, my lady's texting me. My fault, y'all. I'm just sending my lady some words of encouragement. Cause like most of us, we got a lot of things going on financially. You know what I mean? But I'm a big adamant about um, using our creativity, man. Cause like my people, especially like black people, we have brought so much brilliance into the world. It's just insane. I just my fault, y'all. I'm just texting my lady. About to grab my reference on Pinterest. We about to get to it. I still sound like I woke up, man. It's cool. Once I get to the gym, I'll be able to get all that mucus out from the other day. Y'all want to see my cats real quick? Look at them. Look how she's staring at me though. Why are you staring at me like that? You got an attitude? I don't give a damn about her attitude, man. She like, why you got me on camera? I'm looking for the reference. Yeah, just this reference. So basically, the purpose of this project is, I'm an illustrator and a graphic designer. So what I'm trying to do is, let me change the Twitch stream info category. Give me 1 second. Stream manager. Hey, good morning, Queen. Apologize because I got my chat. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my phone. But good morning. How you feeling? Just give me a second. I'm over here texting my queen as we speak, sending her some words of encouragement. I hope all is well with you, Queen. But basically, yeah, I'm on this stream. Well, just to introduce myself, I know we in the Discord together since you're here. But like I said before, I've been a martial artist and an artist my whole life, and um, just to give you a quick story, I ain't trying to trauma dump on you, but I'm just giving you like context as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. So about 5 years ago, my mother transitioned, and she became an ancestor, due to cancer, and she had a lot of health issues. I lost many family members due to health issues and stuff like that. And I'm still on my health journey as myself, but I always been in fitness and martial arts and stuff like that, cartoons, comics, and gaming. And um, me becoming a father, I didn't have to, but I thought I had to do the right thing, and get the corporate job, get the benefits, and all that, so I can be able to, do what I'm able to do, as a parent or whatever the case may be. So, um, just got let go from my corporate job, but I didn't want to work in that world anymore because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't creating anything. It had nothing to do with my passion. Me being a black man, me being a conscious black man at that, working in that corporate structure, it just wasn't a good fit for me. So about a few years ago, uh, I had a conversation with my youngest son. I'm like, you know what, son, I'm gonna be more serious about this gaming and streaming stuff, and I'm gonna create my own, gaming channel and get on YouTube and stuff like that. But I also wanted to gain a community because I knew I wasn't the only creative person that likes cartoons, that like gaming and stuff like that. But but these same people are into developing video games. These same people are in making their own comics and stuff like that. And I wanted to do that. So I said, hey, let me just blend everything together. You know what I mean? Because I'm a martial artist. I've been working with the youth in inner city environments for a long time, coaching kids in boxing, coaching people in fitness. So I said, you know what, let me pull everything together. And not only that, let me pull everything together and put myself out there so I can gain a community. You know what I mean? So I started my YouTube journey, created my own podcast, and created my own comic as we speak. That's an Afrofuturism themed comic that is focusing on bringing more awareness to our folklore as Black African or Afro Caribbean people, and just making it dope. Like I like anime, but it's still Japanese culture. Like they don't look like us. They have a few characters in there that look like us, but it's still not our mythos. It's still not our background. You know what I mean? So I say, with the remedy that, let me be a part of the solution by becoming a creative, create my own comic, and just putting myself out there, man, and just going on that journey. So enough about that. That's just me introducing myself to you. But we're about to get to what I was actually supposed to be on here doing before I go to the gym, to get my work in for the day, to get my ritual done. So basically, this project that I'm working on right here, I'm working with some friends of mine, and we're trying to put a portfolio together so we can, um, create some opportunities for ourselves, as graphic designers and illustrators and stuff like that. But what we're trying to do, at least what I'm trying to do, I'm more so aiming to bring that fun illustration aesthetic back to help other brands out. Excuse me. So we got a Mega Man um, project that we're working on. So my part of the project is I'm supposed to be doing zero. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, this stand sucks. Let me get my other stand. So I'm just walking you through the process as I sketch out this zero illustration, and then I'm going to vectorize it in Adobe Illustrator. I've been spending most of my time in Procreate, you know what I mean? Because like I love, just drawing and learning animation and stuff like along those lines. So, and for some reason, like I've been getting a lot of, I don't know why. Maybe it's because people just like enjoy watching other artists, or maybe just the other artists like enjoy other artists, doing their thing. Because I do it myself. Like I enjoy watching other people just draw because I like drawing. So let me park myself on the floor, get this iPad up, and then we're gonna get to it. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is the one I'm responsible for. This zero illustration right here. So we going. I'm gonna try to get a solid as sketch that I can possibly can, so I can make it as smooth as possible once I transition over to Adobe Illustrator. All right, so I think I need my eraser. Let me see. I think this eraser will be fine. And apologies if I'm not responsive in the chat because I don't know why. Because I'm streaming off my phone and the Streamlabs chat is supposed to come up on the screen and I don't know why. Maybe somebody did wrong with the settings. But anyway, appreciate you coming through though. Um, let me see. But go back to my reference. But yeah, my mother was like a really Afrocentric like woman. You know what I'm saying? So and then my father Jamaican. So that's like the kind of like that revolutionary type conscious black aesthetic is that's like literally in my blood. It's not just my blood, it's all of us. You know what I mean? Because um I'm not like some people may not even be aware of why even some people in the Caribbean in general just have that kind of like that revolutionary spirit because a lot of the Africans that ended up in the Caribbean islands were coming from western parts of Africa, like the Ivory Coast, and a lot of those tribes um, were very um, aggressive and hard to deal with once like the Europeans and the colonizers came. You know what I mean? And they also they still made sure they brought a lot of their traditions from Africa over to the islands. So like a lot of the spirituality that comes from Africa, they still integrated into the culture that started to be, started developing in the islands, like like Santeria and stuff like that. Like so the tradition still transferred over. But that's just in general, you know what I'm saying? Um, even in United States, like the Africans that built this country have shifted so many different paradigms, what I mean, since America quote unquote been built. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that that revolutionary spirit is just strictly tied to Caribbean people, but I'm just saying like it's just that's just in us as black people for real, for real. So my goal is to aim it, you know what I'm saying? So spending a lot of time um studying our culture and understanding who we are, what we really are, and how we've been lied to, you know what I mean? And a lot of this behavior is not of us. I'm like, how can I find a way to get that message out there, but be impactful with it, but still make it fun? You know what I'm saying? So I decided to take this approach, just blending, martial arts, fitness, gaming, comics, and just getting that message out there. So, like a lot of my content, like if you, I have more content now that's been Afrofuturism themed. So if you're not even aware of that, is like just to keep it short, just it's just Black Panther. And what I mean by that is it's just the integration of African culture, black people, black culture, and advanced technology and sci-fi. You know what I'm saying? So and just think about the impact that Black Panther had. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like epic. You know what I mean? But that's just how black people are. So once I realized that, due to media and the powers that be, um, one aspect of the culture has been promoted to represent all of the culture. I said, no, well, let me make sure I'm doing my part. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, unfortunately, when a lot of people think about black culture, they only think about entertainment and athletics. And it's just like, I'm not knocking our brothers and sisters that are professional athletes or that's um, artists or entertainers, but it's like at the same time, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense that this one aspect of the culture is supposed to be the representation of all of Black culture. It's like that's just that don't even make sense. You know what I mean? So I think so again, just to be sure, I just wanted to be um, play my part and continue to grow and build a community. So I'm glad that like I got on this Discord because it's actually been fun and it's been such a relieving experience because I'm like, yo, like where are the people that's like me? Like where are my other Black gamers and creatives and stuff like that? Like what's going, you know what I mean? Like where's the community? Like, you know what I mean? So that was good. It was good to see. Um, Being a part of the Discord has been really good. You know what I mean? Just having conversation with my people and we not on low level type time. At least from the conversations that I've seen, like I haven't read every single conversation on Discord chats because like a lot of them. But from what I've been seeing, it's just been positive vibes, and that's another reason why I've been doing what I'm doing because even myself, like I fight against those negative thoughts, but it's just like, we talk about words as power, you know what I'm saying, and AKA spells and prayer work and all this other stuff, which I do agree with. So I'm just like, well, what would happen if we would continue to have more conversation where we're speaking power towards each other, you know what I'm saying, uplifting each other instead of speaking negativity and criticism. Like I know it sounds easier said than done, but basically I'm just trying to say I realized I had to be what I wanted to see. So once I realized that, I said, you know what, let me take that journey even more serious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still far from perfect, but I don't want to be perfect. I just want to keep evolving. All right, so we got the bases down of this sketch, but it's still a level of like 3D that I'm looking for. So this arm needs to be behind this character more. I'm probably going to like really, really flush this drawing out just because like I just know it's going to make it better for me to the digital process. Let me see if I can get a better view feel. I'm trying to block it in, try to add some 3D aesthetic to it. This arm really need to be like right around here. The forearm was like right here. The hand's roughly there. Mm. So I'm gonna leave it on. Matter of fact, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like really like flush it out. I'm just gonna add the whole anatomy now. So I like doing cylinders. I think I'll make it easier if I just add the whole anatomy instead of trying to, because this is like a blocky behind character. So colors, boom. Cause I think if I do it this way, like it's gonna make it easier for me to build the armor on it, on a character, if I just give them some type of actual like anatomy. So then I can know how everything will look. Um, try to add a little more detail. I do these little oval shapes to help me really get the muscles in there. So even though Zero is like a robot, I'm still adding like some type of anatomy because I think if I do it this way, first of all, it's just good practice, and I think it's just gonna be better for me to like really get that the aesthetic. You know what I mean? I mean, just get back to it. Just get back to it. Um, appreciate y'all coming through, man. So yeah, so much more. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like this this Discord joint is popping. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's like I honestly like I've been actually like praying to find a community like this, and I'm just like so excited that it like I found the Discord, and like even just like seeing y'all in here and just like seeing all the people from all my people from all over. It's just been like honestly, it's been a big stress reliever. You know what I mean? Because you know, like I am a family man, so uh it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because like I'm the creative like in my family. Like my lady, she's more. um don't get me wrong. Like my lady is like a lovely black woman, but I'm just saying like I'll say it like this: it's a lot of things that I had to uh introduce her into a degree. So it's not like she wasn't aware of it, but it's just like I'm a really, you know, um, militant brother when it comes to my people, and I like just I'll say it like this: just me knowing who the hell we are, I'm really militant when it comes to that. So like I just don't be playing when I be hearing like certain conversations about people speaking ill of or just speaking falseness, you know what I'm saying? Like or just talking so lowly of us, me knowing like what we are, what we came from, what we've been accomplishing, what we still accomplishing. You know what I'm saying? Like and it so I just be like, you know, really militant when it comes to that type of stuff. But I say all this say like it had like this journey hasn't been easy because, you know, um being a creative and you know believing in yourself but also having financial responsibilities and having children and you know what I'm saying wanting to have more children, you know what I mean, it's not easy, you know what I'm saying, having certain conversations with people because they may not be like they I'll say it like this, like their mindset may not be there, you know what I mean, because and I think we need to get out that mindset. It's like a creative mindset and a survival mindset is different. You know what I'm saying? A creative process or innovative process or mindset is different from having a survival mindset. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that um, finances should be avoided and not talked about, but I am saying it just wasn't easy. Like, cause doing what I'm doing is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like having the courage to be focused on having making a comic that's authentically talking about our folklore and not being scared to do that. You know what I mean? And not going the other route, which I'm not knocking nobody for doing. But you know, like you have other creatives out there that have animes and manga and comic series out, but the main characters are white. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love anime, but it's like, yo, I'm tired of seeing white people, bro. Like, I don't know what like. That's it. Ain't nothing racist about that, but it's like, god damn it, like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we know our history. We know we melanated. The most powerful nigga in DC, arguably, is a white dude, and he gets his power from the sun. It's like, how, like, what? Talking about a slap in the face. God damn it. Like, you feel me? Like in the Japanese, like I still watch anime, but I'm saying like it's still their culture, it's still their language. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody for that. Like I got anime shirts, but my thing is like, okay, well, what if we had a apparel that had black characters on it with African symbols on it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my mind's. I got y'all. Hold on. What? Just to show you how I ain't playing when it comes to this shit. I got a hoodie that I designed. I'm about to show y'all real quick. This joint about to be dope. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab it. It was real simple. Like I got it on Canva. Designed it on Canva. Got it paid like 40, $45 for it. Got it designed. Got it delivered to the crib. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that I still been doing. Like I've been taking a break because I've been, like I'm self-funding myself. But that was the whole reason why I was trying to get on Twitch and get on YouTube because I was trying to get monetized. I'm still trying to get monetized and then use that money to self-fund everything that I'm doing because there's a lot of people that know what I'm doing, but don't nobody really be pushing my stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I wanted to find a community of other like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Other people that's like similar to what I'm doing. Um, Give me 1 second, y'all. I just gotta find this hoodie, man. I actually designed a few things. I designed 2 hoodies so far and a sweatshirt. And I actually got my Etsy shop and a Printify shop. But I have to. It's something I had to do with the Printify shop because I gotta make sure. Ever since like Trump came in office, it's something that he did, something that he changed. You know what I'm saying? Because those print on demand shops, like they still print the apparel from overseas, I believe. So it's something that I had to do to make sure I can take, get orders and stuff like that. But that's why I've been like putting myself on social media and TikTok and stuff like that because I was hoping that, like once I gained the community and the following, like they would, to support like cop something or whatever the case may be. And I was going to use those funds to continue to self-fund everything that I'm doing on my own. But I say all to say, y'all gonna like this. Check this out. So I did this hoodie on Canva. So as y'all can see, I go by the name Black Lotus on YouTube, by the way. And the reason I picked the lotus flower is because first of all, this flower grows in Africa. That's one. And then just the fact that this flower is able, like a beautiful flower, is even able to grow and look the way that it does in such an environment that doesn't look necessarily aesthetically pleasing, like a muddy type of environment. I think that's like beautiful symbolism. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm a sci-fi Afrofuturism geek. So that's why I have, like this little cyborg tech looking bull. And then right here, I got Endinkra symbols. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Get that for y'all. Yeah. Got Endinkra symbols right here. Got the meaning of the word. And then y'all gonna like this. Check out the back. Then we got more. I go by I like to call myself a creative warrior, you know what I'm saying? Because even though like I love art and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm still heavy in the fitness, heavy in the martial arts, heavy in the boxing. You know what I'm saying? Been a martial artist and all that shit all my life. Um, you know what I'm saying? Got the Endinkra symbols on the back. This symbol right here means beauty. I think this is Duafe. Um, this symbol right here, this Endinkra symbol is supposed to represent adaptability. And this is Sankofa right here. I believe. And I forgot what this one um, means. But either way, as you can see, I rock this hoodie proudly. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to create more. Um, s- but I had to wait, you know what I mean? Because like I said, like I got let go from the corporate job. So that's why I'm like on here, taking this more serious and going on YouTube. I still do other things like, like put myself out there as a fitness trainer and a wellness advocate and coach and stuff like that. I actually got a client I'm supposed to train later today in boxing. But like most of us, multi-talented. But I just want to share that with y'all just to let y'all know, like, I mean, like this is really me. You know what I mean? And even though nobody was like purchasing my hoodies and making my t-shirts, I was still buying them shits and I was still wearing them on my own, proudly. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's just a part of the process, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to share that with y'all, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all rocking with me. So and then once I actually plan on getting a I think it's called the Cricut machine. So I can start making the apparel myself. So then I don't have to worry about like what's going on with the print on demand shops and stuff like that. But I'm gonna still keep them, you know what I mean, just in the event that, like I gotta mass produce like t-shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all. Let me check the chat real quick. Uh yeah, it is hard working being self-funded and work from the ground up. But like you said, like we do gotta start from somewhere. Appreciate that, man. Honestly, let me find out because I'm trying to figure out how that will work because I know like I still had the design that I did in Canva, but I have to like there's something that because I have my print on demand shop is due through Printify, and there's something that they said I had to do to make sure I can still sell the stuff. I think I gotta connect something to Stripe or some crap like that. So I'll check that out this week. I'll figure out exactly what I have to do to get be able to make orders again off my Printify shop, and then once I get that done, I'll hit y'all up in the Discord and then just send y'all the link. Um, yeah, so but let me get back to this illustration or whatever. Um, but yeah, like in terms, so more specific to like even while I'm doing this illustration right here, there's a company called Lincoln Design Company, and they do a lot of illustrative work, but the way that they do it, yeah, Batman. Yeah, definitely just hit me up in the Discord chat. But again, that's why I was trying to get the Cricut, or what is it called, Cricut machine? I think it's called the Cricut machine. So I can just design these hoodies from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually wanted to do, because I got a friend that's a designer, illustrator. His name Tree. Actually, I'm gonna hit him up and see if I see him if he can join the Facebook group because I think he would be a good addition to the Discord. He a dope ass artist too. He over there out in LA. He used to be like a artist. Art. First of all, stop. My fault, y'all. I'm talking to my cats. Um, look at the look at. Yes, we can see you, Nugget. Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch my mics. My mic about to die. Give me a second. I gotta switch to the other one. Switch my mics. Let me see. Where are they at? the hell are my mics? I'm trying to think where I put them. Oh, this be annoying stuff, man. Oh, never mind. They right there. Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get these mics, man. I think I had to switch my mics out, man, because one of them died. It's turkey. And again, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really excited and happy that this Discord even exists. Um, but yeah, so kind of back to like, why I'm even doing this sketch right here. Like I mentioned earlier, I got a friend who put me on a graphic design. Actually, one of my childhood friends I grew up with. We actually coached together at the boxing program in Philly that I coached at every now and then. It's called Guns Down, Gloves Up. It's a boxing program in Philly, free for the youth. You know what I'm saying? They try to get the keep the youth off the street. You know what I'm saying? So they work with ages probably like 5 all the way up to like the teenagers. So I was just there this past Saturday. So I'm trying to get back in there more frequently. Like took a step back so I can focus on getting some things together for the family. Um, but I had a conversation with my lady, and I'm like, like I know that you want, like that you know, are concerned about finances and security and all that other stuff. And I get that. I'm just like, but I still have to get into my passion. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's not to say like I quit my job like while I was doing this, but I did have to spend a lot of time focusing on this type of stuff. And a lot of times I end up taking a step back, you know what I mean, to deal with things with the family. You know what I'm saying? Because I already have two sons by two different women. You know what I mean? Being a younger male and you know being irresponsible and stuff like that. I still love my boys. I'm just saying like it is what it is. Basically I'm just saying like I wasn't financially prepared to have my boys. You know what I mean? So a nigga had to put in hella work. You know what I'm saying? While taking care of my mother while she was pretty much like dying. You know what I'm saying? And again, not the trauma dump. I'm just saying like I say all to say like that warrior mindset, you know what I'm saying, is that's just in me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the reason why I brought that up, um, more specifically, I'm just rambling because I'm excited to be here with y'all. Um, yeah, it's this design company called Lincoln Design Company, and what they do is they take like dope illustrations, like they work with brands like Nickelodeon, Nike, NASCAR, you know what I'm saying? And so what they do is they'll make like dope, innovative, and creative illustrations. Like they have like a lot of colors that pop, like logos, and they use those illustrations to create branding packages for like these companies, you know what I'm saying, to help them, with their brand. So whether that's making illustrations that will be used for products, packaging, and stuff like that, they do an amazing job at that. So that's why we're working on this project because me myself, I'm trying to figure out a way to use my art to bring in um, income. You know what I'm saying? So like whether that's like working with a on a contract job with a company, helping them with their brand and still doing stuff that I like to do, which is drawing and animation and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me get to it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, like, corporate job, and they hit me up one day and they're like, oh yeah, well, there's some changes going on in the company, and unfortunately, this has affected your job, and you didn't do anything wrong. That typical corporate world bullshit. You know what I mean? So that was probably like back in April when they let me go, and I was already trying to get out that job. But to me, I just looked at it as a sign. It's like, all right, I need to, like, this is letting me know that it's time. You know what I'm saying, for me to really hone in, lock in. You know what I mean? Especially like while I got the freedom from the job, because balancing that out and being a full time father was hard as hell. And trying to maintain a relationship and two cats is like, god damn it. But yeah, I'm here. You know what I mean? There was so many days I wanted to just quit and give up. And then next thing you know, I find this Facebook group with the gamers. And then now we got this Discord, and it's been fucking dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about fucking dope. Like, I was talking to my lady. I'm like, yo, I found people like me. I'm so fucking so fucking happy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I got friends that's like they game a little bit and stuff like that. And again, like I know the people in the Discord, like some of us is full time and some of us is, like casual. But it don't even matter. It was just dope to see just black people in general that was connecting on something that wasn't fucking negative. You know what I'm saying? Like all that low level conversation shit. I'm just like, man, like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if anybody's aware of 19 Keys, but like I've been watching 19 Keys for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been on that type time. Like even, and I'm not saying I was perfect, but I'm just saying like that mindset to like continue to grow and evolve and knowing who the hell we are. I've always been like this. It's like this shit did not come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm sure y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Like when other people are not like that and you're around those people, you know what I mean? It causes a drift. You feel me? Um, yeah. So anyway, I say all to say, um, and again, I'm about community, development. I'm about collaborative work because again, it's not about one of us; it's about all of us. So me and my boys that I grew up with, we're working together to try to create a portfolio and some projects together, so we can get these projects out, get a portfolio out, and start really, getting high paying clients. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit that we love. You know what I'm saying? Like I love illustration. I love art. I'm saying I just love being an artist. I'm just trying to take something I actually do love to do and create stuff and also create opportunities for myself and for my family. You know what I'm saying? And help put other people on. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I would love to have my own damn class teaching the next generation of young boys how they can use technology, AI tech, you know what I'm saying, like these digital assets, whatever the case may be, and create opportunities for themselves so they don't gotta be in the street doing dumb shit. And you can still make money and you can still have a community without doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what type of time I'm on. You know what I mean? I wanna be able to help. You know what I mean? That's all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyway, this is like behind the scenes to my process as an artist or whatever. So, I'm just going through the sketch process, really trying to get the anatomy right, even though this is a sideboard. You know what I mean? And then once I'm really going to get the sketch as complete as possible. Like I'm pretty sure I'm trying to make this shit damn near perfect before I make it digital. So after this, I would take it on Adobe Illustrator, and then I'll vectorize it, and then we'll move on to the next part of the project. So we're gonna do full body illustrations, and we're gonna do some icons, and then we're probably gonna do some logos, some logo patterns, and then this will complete um, this illustration. You know what I'm saying? And again, like why this is applicable is because that design that I showed you on my hoodie, that's still a design. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I for that design right there, I didn't draw that specific one from scratch. I used AI to create that image to put on the hoodie. But it's the same shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you're if you're a comic fan and you got a DC shirt or a Marvel shirt, that's still a picture that somebody drew, made it into a digital file, and they just placed it on a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, like you having that skill is how you can create opportunities for yourself or for your own brand or for somebody else's brand. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking fun compared to being in, for, at least for me, compared to being in a meeting talking to a bunch of white people and they're still saying shit like chocolate wasted and all this other shit. It's just like I don't fucking care about none of this. What the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah. I'm not even like saying in a way where it's like I don't like white people. What I'm saying is me being a black man and me being a conscious black man and me also being going to a predominantly white high school and clearly going through many situations where it was fucking racist. I know what it is when you know what I'm saying, when I'm in certain environments. Like niggas may not want to be honest about that, but it's like I know what type of time y'all on. And I know why y'all act wary of me because y'all can sense the goddamn revolutionary spirit in me. Even though like I'm not in this joint drawing per se, but it's just like y'all get a sense of who I am based on just how I talk and even how I dress. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man. But anyway, I'm glad I'm out that job. I'm glad I found this community, and it's just been fucking great. You know what I mean? So many times I wanted to give up doing this shit, and so many times I felt alone, having to have difficult conversations with my queen, because she's like, well, maybe you need to stop, you know, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, fuck that. Um, Let me read the chat real quick. Yeah, nerd. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's not even like, and that's crazy, like, cause it's like the quote unquote nerds is the people that's behind the scenes that's creating all the shit that we love to see. And I'm like, damn, if niggas would have told, cause when I was a young boy, yo, I'm not sure like what y'all ate, but I'm a '90s kid. Like I was born in 1990. When I was a young boy, our parents' generation was you got to go to college to be successful, and it's like, yo, they didn't know no better because that's what they were taught. But it's like, yo, a nigga went to college though. Now a nigga is thousands of dollars in debt, and I'm working at jobs that I don't even give a fuck about. And it's like if niggas would have told me and put me on at a young boy, like, oh, you could like being a Dragon Ball Z fan. Oh, if you know how to draw, you can do this. You can create you can draw illustrations or create animations to help people with their brand, or you can develop your own video game, or you can get a job as a concept artist for a game developer, and you can make thousands of fucking dollars. You can make damn near you could probably make six figures. Nobody told me that shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to grammar school here in UK. It was virtually me, all whites and Asians. It was racist as fuck with me as a warrior. I was not. Yo, but that's how, you know what I'm saying? But that's how, yo, listen, bro. But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, listen to this shit. So I remember one time, yo, um, I had a white teacher, and this my high school. White dude says, you, just because you in his class, don't mean that you can't go to a 4 year university. I'm sitting there like, fat white man. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? Like, like what are you? And my crazy. The reason I'm bringing that up is you saying college like it's this immaculate fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody for going to college. What I'm saying is niggas didn't put nobody on to tell us how we could become entrepreneurs and become innovative and become creative and be working for our fucking self and be collaborating and working with other people and we all making moves together. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was putting niggas on about that. It was you got to go to college, you got to get a degree so you can be successful. That's what niggas was telling me. And then now a nigga like me in my 30s, and I'm seeing niggas blowing up off TikTok just doing fucking gaming videos. Like some niggas is not even talking, they just gaming. And I'm not mad at them for it. But I'm like, damn, nobody was there to put me on as a young boy. So now I gotta work from a like you know what I'm saying? I gotta work from a deficit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, to be fair, I did go to a HBCU, so that was a good experience. Going to a black college. Um, and if I didn't go to that college, my oldest son wouldn't be born. You know what I'm saying? Actually, both of my sons wouldn't have been born because I met both of my sons' mothers through my college experience. So, you know, yeah, yeah, same rhetoric, yo. You know what I'm saying? But luckily I had a childhood friend, you know what I'm saying, one of my boys that I grew up with, he had the opportunity to get into the graphic design world and have an apprenticeship, you know what I mean, with a successful designer, you know what I'm saying, like a millionaire essentially. So once me and him reconnected, because we fell off for a while, once me and him reconnected about 4 or 5 years ago, um, he put me on the graphic design. You know what I'm saying? So I started off learning Adobe Illustrator. Most of my experiences in Adobe Illustrator, and the other part of my experience is in Procreate. You know what I mean? Because I love animation and shit like that. Exactly, exactly. And the crazy part is they'll hire you, and but depending on what type of man, like what type of black man you are, you might not even be safe for them to hire. You know what I'm saying? So like to your point, they're gonna put their own on before us. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and my thing about that shit is black people are fucking brilliant. A lot of technology that exists wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for black people. And other people be knowing that, and they still be having the audacity to be saying certain shit about us. And it's just like, this is why I don't even want to have a conversation with y'all niggas. This is why I want to have a conversation with my people, and we need to work together and be in charge of the new technologies and the new innovations and stuff like that, and collaborate and put ourselves on and put the young boys on. Like fuck all that. And everything don't even gotta be said in front of everybody. Shit can be done. I honestly believe a lot of shit need to be done behind the scenes, but that's why I'm glad we got this Discord now. You know what I'm saying? Like I really think this Discord is gonna be fucking epic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. My fault. My fault for going in like that. But y'all can hear that, you know what I'm saying? That revolutionary shit in me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Especially after my mom's passed, yo, I was like, yo, like, all right, like, I'm fucking done. I said, yo, watch what I become. You know what I mean? I said, watch what I become. I mean, yeah, they got to keep up the narrative. They got to keep up the narrative to make themselves relevant. That's what it is. That's what it is. They got to keep their narrative to make it relevant. But it's like, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can sit there and try to say, like, oh, they're just rappers in it. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think, and this is why I'm going all out, because this is why I'm trying to like use everything that I'm doing and really break into so many different like genres, whether that's gaming, game development, animation, filmmaking. Because when I seen Sinners, yo, and when I seen Sinners and I seen that scene where they were showing, like when the old head was talking to the guitar player. This might be a spoiler if you didn't see the movie. My fault, by the way. When the old head was talking, I'll say it like this: when the old head was talking to the guitar player, and he said, like, yeah, like this is shit that we brought from our homeland. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that goes back to where we came from, and we brought it over here. You know what I'm saying? And you saw like the impact and the transition from the music, from how it started all the way down to the part that they showed like a sister twerking. And then you see this white man who's getting attracted to hearing that sound because it's reminding him of his culture and where he came from. His shit got stripped. And then I just watched, like, to me, I just felt as though that was like symbolism for how, regardless of whether people how many people, races of people talk bad about this, they all benefit and leech off our creativity and innovations. You know what I'm saying? They all benefit from it, but they still got the audacity to talk down to us because we are not in a certain position compared to them. So what that tells me is, since y'all acting like that, y'all have shown us enough that this is why we need to be at a certain place and not give a fuck about what y'all got going on over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the uh, revolutionary spirit of me talking. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what's happening. They're definitely losing control, bro. Definitely losing control. And they don't. And the crazy part is they don't like it. They don't like it. It's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? They're uneasy and they're seeing the shift. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing the shift. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's hella jewels in there, bro. It's like it's one of those movies you gotta watch it twice. Like you really gotta watch it twice. Like it's one of those joints. You know what I'm saying? And even with the film industry, like we haven't had nobody in the superhero power structure since Chadwick passed away. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to, like, I got a friend, man. He like I'm trying to be on some Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan type shit. Like I got a friend of mine. He does a lot of community development work over in Jersey. He got scripts of film, like film ideas that he be working on. And he got connections with people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, they will destroy everything if that's what it takes, or they will try. Yeah, yeah. That's why, yo, listen. That's why them niggas probably investing so much money in the space technology and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if I seen something like this on a Joe Rogan podcast. I wouldn't be surprised if niggas is working on a fucking uh star portal or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. That's why I like, I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Taking it day by day. Make sure I'm, trying to evolve each day, praying, you know what I'm saying, to my ancestors, you know what I'm saying, asking my guidance and stuff like that. Who is this? This is my girl K right here. Pickles. Look at the camera. She mad annoying. I love her though, but she's just annoying. She's want me pet so fucking much. All right, so let's work on this helmet. Let me see. Go back to the reference. All right, so now we want to add the helmet. Top of. See, I'm really glad like I fleshed out the anatomy the way I did, because now it's just gonna make it easier for me to add the armor compared to the way I was doing it before. It was like kind of just felt like it was gonna come out unproportioned, and that's not what I was like aiming for. So I'm glad I tried to flesh out the anatomy more to a certain degree and added like adding the muscle structure. Um, Even though this is a cyborg or robot or whatever, it's still you know humanoid features. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm looking forward to how this project about to come out. I'm saying I'll definitely share that with y'all in the Discord. I'm a look into the hoodie situation this week. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if there's a Discord group for artists. I'm not sure if there is. Fleshing out the anatomy definitely gonna make it easier for me on this. What time is it? 9:26. All right. Oh, appreciate that. Is it weird? It's weird. Are they even? Yo, it's weird. Are they even human? It's funny because I know exactly what you mean when you say that. You know what I mean? It was funny. Appreciate you speaking to the administrator, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely want to look into it. Um, that's actually the favorite hoodie that I designed. And honestly, the reason it came out the way that it did because I just stopped being scared that people wasn't gonna like it. See, this be that dumb shit. Look at I ain't even about to show. I ain't even about to show y'all what my cat just did. All right, yeah. So we got a good. I think we got a good. Well, let me before I get up out of here. Appreciate you rocking with me, bro. You know what I mean? But this is the sketch that we got. You know what I'm saying? So far, it ain't perfect, but I just really wanted to flesh out the anatomy before I start adding on the armor and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I still got a little bit of time before I head to the gym. Some cleanup work. So you over in the UK? What part? Where you live at? Like exactly? Like, you don't gotta give me an address, but I'm saying like what. I got a brother over there that lives in London. One of my brothers from Jamaica. Trying to think. So I really gotta get this armor right. flushing out that anatomy really help. I'm probably going to have to do that from now on. Especially I'm drawing like some type of cyborg type of character. 'Cause drawing on some type of muscular system, or musculoskeletal system. I think that's how you pronounce it. Definitely help with adding these armor pieces. Trying to do it before just with the shapes. That was like, at least for me, you know what I'm saying. I know there's people out there that's probably better at, proportions and anatomy than I am. So so we got one, boom, armors right there. When I go on Illustrator, I might use the pen tool for this. I might use the pencil tool. I'm not too good with the pen tool on Illustrator. You know what I mean? And I just really like the drawing process, like actually like just drawing. Like the pen tool is more like, I mean, the next time I'm on here, if once I go digital, because I'm gonna take this digital, like I said, I could probably show y'all. I just do what I'm doing now. I just do it like live, like on my laptop. Going through like the vector process. Um, check out the chat real quick. Okay, Birmingham, second city, heavy influence of Jamaicans down here, and most cities really. Yo, listen, like, it's crazy, bro. To what you just said about the gym part, I really don't feel right if I don't work out now. Like, it's so ingrained in my life at this point. Like, I have to do something. So whether that's like, even if it's not like a heavy day, like, cause I don't go heavy all the time, but it's like I gotta do at least like some type of jump rope or like some type of cardio. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I believe I actually think that we're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we have to do like a crazy ass, like intense super workout every single day of the week. What I am saying, like, at least from like the research that I've been seeing and like stuff that I've been studying and trying to figure more about like the human body and the stuff that we be miseducated about, I really think like working out is a part of the health process of a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when we're working out, we're activating certain systems throughout the body. It's helping the body eliminate waste and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's more so like why I say like I really be thinking like, you know, it's necessary, but then again, it makes sense when we think about it, especially where I'm at in America, bro. Like America is fucking horrible with the sedentary lifestyle, bro. I'm talking about like niggas will sit down for hours, bro, and not get up. You know what I'm saying? You get up, especially if you work from home, if you work an office job, you get up, you wake up, you drive into work, you drive to work, you sit down for 7 to 8 hours, you eating during that time, you get up, you get back in your car, you drive back home, and then when you get home, you eat and then you go to sleep. What? You know what I'm saying? What, like, what? You know what I mean? And then once I got my personal training certification again, and I started seeing like the statistics of like the high level of like diabetes and shit like that, and in America, yo, I'm like, yo, I see what y'all doing. Y'all really are purposely setting shit up so people can get sick. People don't got no time to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't, barely got time to spend with their family. So much food is accessible. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, all right, I see how y'all moving. You know what I mean? But I say all to say, yeah, I agree with you, man. You know what I'm saying about the gym. You know what I mean? Once I get out there, I'm about to head over there myself to get me. I'm probably gonna go light today. I'm gonna focus more on cardio and technique. I still got another. Cause I'm at 190 right now. I'm still trying to drop down to 175. Um, trying to be lean, but I still want to be. I still want to have like my strength and my explosiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like for the boxing and shit. So I agree with you 100%. We supposed to be much more active. And remember, we used to have a hunt for food. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And that's why I be working out so much, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There be times I'll be working out twice, three times, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do different things, you know what I mean? So, like, one day, like, in the morning, I may wake up, I may focus on cardio. And then the next part of my workout, I might focus on strength training and martial arts. And then the next part of my workout, I might just focus on, like, swimming or something like that. But, um, yeah, they do give us a bunch of bullshit, bro. It's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And to what you just said about you're supposed to be more active and hunt for food and run for animals. Like I agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I see like when you think about it that way, I see why you know prior ancestors will be stronger, healthier, and less susceptible to certain stuff because of you know what I mean. That's fucking crazy. And honestly, bro, that's another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Cause I'm like, yo, I don't even want to live here no more at this point, bro. I don't want to live here no like. You know what I'm saying I don't want my sons here. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about having another kid. I don't want to like what for what? For what? Everything is terrible. Healthcare terrible. Food terrible. Opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, the people. Like you know what I'm saying, everybody's so fucking yeah, bro. And yo, the sugar. To your point, the sugar. Like you know what I'm saying? Sugar in every fucking thing. And it's like the sugar is in shit and then and you're not working out. So it's like you're not doing like your body is not doing anything to like you're not doing anything that's gonna require your body to use that sugar that you're intaking. You know what I'm saying? Like you just intaking a bunch of stuff and then it's just like you just sitting around not doing shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then you wonder why you feel the way you feel. I know, right? But where? That's the question. But where? Real rap though. Real rap. Real rap. That is the $1 million question, but where? You know what I mean? I think this is pretty good for my beginning of my sketch. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you rocking with me, bro. I'm about to get out of here, man, because I'm actually about to head to the gym myself. Peace and blessings, my brother. Hotep. You know what I mean? Much love. And you already know I'm gonna see you in the Discord, man. Um, and moving forward, I'll let, everybody in the Discord know, you know what I mean, when I'm doing my live sessions, whether that's gaming or um, my art sessions. I will be doing more sessions where I'm going over fitness and martial arts and teaching fundamentals in boxing and martial arts. If you want to check that out as well, and I also got my YouTube channel, Black Lotus BLACKLOTUS -007. If you want to check that out. But peace, brother. know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely look into the hoodie situation this week, and I will keep you posted. And we out. Peace.